faded glory times. As you can see, we're here at the British Parliament. Today is May Day, 1st of May 2009, and I'm here with a spokesperson for the Tamil protest, the demonstration here at Parliament Square. If you could please introduce yourself. Please speak loudly towards the camera.
My name's Abhirami Rajmanoharan. I'm a student protester here. Students really started this off, and we've been protesting here for approximately the last 4 weeks now. For 25 days we've had a young boy called Paramis who's actually been on hunger strike till death for 25 days. After the 25 days though, the British government then made an agreement with him. We don't know the details of this agreement yet because they'll only be revealed after Tuesday when he has a meeting with David Miliband, the Foreign Secretary.
Okay.
So he's suspended his fast for now, but if the British government doesn't actually fulfil their side of the agreement, he will restart his hunger strike till then.
Really? And how do you feel the British government's response has been so far?
It's been too slow. Every day we're hearing of thousands are killed, injured by bombs from the Sri Lankan government. We've got hundreds of thousands of civilians now, I think, in the camps surrounding this no-fire zone, which actually we feel are concentration camps.
Yeah.
People are tortured in there, husbands and wives are separated from their children.
Yeah.
We're getting reports that they're strip searched and made to walk actually naked like 100 yards before they reach the next point. So, the main argument that we actually face is that these are allegations that are actually LTT propaganda.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, if the Sri Lankan government actually let in international media, then we wouldn't have this issue.
Yeah.
But they're not letting the international media in because they've got something to hide.
Absolutely. What parallels, if any, can you draw between Gaza and the blackout of media and the not letting people in or out of Gaza with what's happening in the Tamil region in Sri Lanka?
I mean, there are strong parallels. I mean, again, not letting media in. This has actually proven to be a huge impact. The only reports that we get are from Tamil journalists.
Yeah.
So, because they're Tamil, they're kind of, the world sees them as Tamil propaganda from the LTTE. Yeah. But slowly we are starting to get recognition. I mean, one thing is that the UN actually released a report recently saying that from January, 6,500 civilians have died. Yeah. Now, previous to this report being released, Tamils have said it's been roughly 6,400. Yeah. So now that the UN itself has said this, hopefully we'll actually start, getting this kind of trust with the world that we're not telling a whole bunch of lies. So.
Okay, that's true. No, the people in Brazil, I'm half Brazilian, half Scottish, and I spend a lot of time in Brazil. They obviously send their sympathies to you and your organisation and the things you're doing here. But one has to ask, are the government a group of nice people who will listen and take action, or are they a bunch of lying?
The
British government. Are they a bunch of lying, murderous bastards? In your opinion?
In my opinion, I feel that not just the British government, but governments across the world, now part of the United Nations, have actually known what's going on there. They know exactly what's going on there, and they've chosen for one reason or another to not act. The government that is actually behind this war is the Indian government.
Indian government?
The Indian government is basically running this war.
Yeah. Is it like, is it an ethnic thing? Like, are the Indians the same ethnicity as the Sri Lankans? Or?
No, I mean, I'll go to your point first and then go back to my initial point, which is, with your point, that's one argument that we face from the Sri Lankan government, which is when we say Tamils from the northern part of Sri Lanka are from Sri Lanka, they say, that's our rightful homeland. They say, no, you're from South India, Tamil Nadu. But in actual truth, that's not true. We've got some proof, but unfortunately, the Sri Lankan government burnt down our Jaffna library a while ago, which had the original documents to prove that we have heritage in north part of Sri Lanka. We are not from Tamil Nadu. Which is a clever move by the Sri Lankan government. They burnt that down, so we can't really say much against that. And now going back to the initial point of India, the reason that India is running this war is because if we get our separate state, Tamil and we get independence, India will have to worry about Tamil Nadu south of India actually separating and calling themselves an independent state.
So it sets precedent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if that starts, then I mean, India is basically like a patchwork of different states, which are, I believe, at one point or another, are going to separate out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one big thing. I mean, there's also the sense of, I think, revenge almost, because in the past, India came in as a peacekeeping troop for Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
They ended up causing more devastation than the Sri Lankan government
Where's
itself.
the surprise there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where is the surprise? But I mean, the LTT actually chased them out in the end.
Yeah.
So it's, there are complicated links. Why?
Well, it's very true how like one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
Exactly.
My personal belief is that it's all freedom fighters, and that there is no war on terror. It's all just a big mask to destroy personal freedom and to deny people the right to, either protest or have their own homeland. So,
I mean, there is no reason for like suicide bombings. That's one thing that we find, the difficulty that we always face is that the media, no matter what kind of genocide is going on in Sri Lanka, they will keep stressing on the LTT and connecting.
They're like, LTT invented suicide bombers, blah blah blah. Well, if you have an air force, if you got army troops, you can kill, massacre men, women, and children. But
a corrupt government. I mean, I think Nelson Mandela said himself that the form of the war is dictated by the oppressor, not the oppressed. If the LTT have resorted to these levels because they're facing
well, it's asymmetrical warfare. If you use what's at your disposal. So if you're being absolutely subdued, I would say sometimes suicide attacks work because these people aren't motivated by money, power. They give their own lives to defend the cause. So would you have anything to say about that?
I don't agree with suicide bombings.
Why not?
In the sense that these are innocent lives that are being killed. I've seen.
But are they always innocent? The people that get blown up in suicide attacks?
Yeah, I mean, if there are suicide attacks in public places, that's that those are innocent people.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, their lives are worth so much more than that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the LTT, they're not politicians.
Yeah.
They are fighting against a corrupt government, therefore they will have to break the rule to actually regain power, to actually have some kind of stance against the Sri Lankan government.
Well, that's us today. Charlie Torres reporting from the Tamil camp here at Parliament Square. I'd like to thank the spokesperson a lot for your time.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And this is for me. Yeah, thank you. Cheers.